Well, hey everybody. It is MonkeyPuzzle and welcome to episode number 44 of Exploring Ragnarok. And I think you can see right away what this episode is going to be about. It's about breeding sheep and Thylas. I've been a little bit obsessive with breeding. Breeding is something I have not gotten into much in the past. I've done some of it. When we were on the Gaming Evolved server, we actually did collect all the kibble dinos and went ahead and breeding. With the breeding, you know, because I can't really get myself to breed without doing the imprinting, but this time I am cheating away with the nanny. I got a bunch of feedback in the last episode. I asked how folks felt about the nanny, and most of them were like, yeah, the current imprinting system kind of sucks and it's okay to use the nanny in the meantime. So I'm rolling with it. I know it's a little OP. I think imprinting really should be about giving the animal attention. I think it should just be about the cuddles and the walks and stuff, and that means that the price of the imprint is attention, and that's what really what imprinting is kind of creating a bond between you and the critter. But whatever, that's what's happening, and it's allowed me to do a lot of breeding. So here we are. See, last episode we went ahead and I found these guys on a tip from Rimtus, and she suggested in the comments these names. So the male is named Fennec and the female is named Stoft, or maybe Stoft. I think it's Stoft. They're both Swedish. And so, yep, she got to name them. She's official godmother. These were both 150 in the wild. So those little name things keep getting in the way there. But yeah, she is particularly beautiful. I really like her colors. And they're both cool. They had very good stats. And so I wanted to do a little breeding project and see how good of a Thyla I could make. And I'm not done yet, but it's getting kind of crazy here. I've saved them all so far. Well, I actually have euthanized a couple or three. Which there is a euthanasia gun now in the Structures Plus as well. It's got this little skull and crossbones on it here. So you can use that to very quickly dispatch extra critters. I almost said dinos, but these guys are not dinos. Clearly. So let me show you what I've done, and we'll do a little breeding. I don't think I've ever really done a breeding episode per se. I guess there was one where I hatched an RG. But yeah, I'm learning a lot as I go. So I took these two, obviously, and bred them, and then went ahead and got these. So, and I'm labeling them with the number of crosses they have in them and the level they first came out when they were born. So that helps me keep track. In genetics, they call crosses like F1 generation, F2 generation, and so on. So that's what the Fs are above them. So this was the first cross. The F1 was a male, 220, and so I bred him back with Mama. We won't talk about that too much, but in ARK, apparently that's okay. So then the cross, because I was trying to keep the colors. I really liked that color. And then I got this one, which was a lower level, but then still had the colors. Whoops, some rubber banding is going to be that. And then the next cross, I forget exactly who I crossed. I could look inside and see. It says right here. So this was, oh my gosh. Okay, so this was the F2 and the F1 of those two. So yeah, both of those that were the same color, and it didn't get the color at all. It reverted to this green and white, whitish gray, that then became the only really color I got after that. So I'm not sure what happened to this. I've tried to breed it back in a few times, but only got low-level green dinos. So I was a little disappointed by that. I mean, this isn't bad. I mean, a high-stat dino, you know, doesn't really matter what the colors are, but I really did want to get that red. So I did a few more breeds and kept going up, or I did a lot more. And then these are some of the females I got from it, and they're all green. So we got an F2, an F4, and F4. But I did start to get some mutations in these and some higher level stats. And then finally, I forget which one it was. Actually, it was her. Yeah, this beautiful one came out with what I think is a red mutation, which everybody's all big on the mutations. Some people have made a whole ARK career out of getting mutations. I'm generally not that big on the day glow colors, but this red I kind of like. If I get any color from a mutation, the red is cool, and I like that it still has the patterns. It's similar to these ones, although actually I kind of like these ones more, so I probably will be doing some back crossing, trying to get this color back in too. But that's pretty hot. I'm cool with it. And then she's got some really good stats too. So if we look at her, she's got 3 mutations. One of them must be the red color. She's a product of 4 crosses, and she's starting to get some pretty good stats here. Now I've already leveled her up, so you can't really see it. But then I've done some breeding from her, and I've managed to get the red to continue. So that's pretty cool. So let me see. Over here, we've got some girls that are ready to breed. They're level 237 they came out. So yeah, she's the highest so far. She came out at 241. And then over here, I've got some that are 239s, level 239. So I've got a female in the middle and 2 males. You can see in these males, see that's a F6, an F7, an F7. So in her, she has got 11 mutations. And I'm not sure how this works actually, because I can't seem to identify 11 mutations on her. If this is just how many mutations are on both sides, and then they can be the same. Some of them might have been the same ones coming in. That's probably what it is. But if we look at her stats, I haven't leveled her up at all. She's still at level 239 where she came out at, even though she's got 22 points available. And you can see some of them are, besides the red color, we've definitely got health stats raised. So coming out at 8,232, so that is pretty good. And then stamina's coming out pretty high too, 1,800. And then food, got one too. So, or whatever on that one. Weight's getting up there. And melee damage and melee speed, or movement speed. So, all these stats are getting pretty darn good. And with some leveling, these would be excellent. So, I want to do some more breeding with these all. So, I've got these set up. So, her, I'm probably going to cross with this F7 right here. It's got the most mutations more than this guy, even though they're exactly the same level and their stats look the same. She needs to get crossed as well. And then yeah, I've got these 2 lower level females I might do also. We've got breeding turned up, but there's still about 9-hour cooldown on these after they mate, and that's at 0.25 of the cooldown, so it would really be 4 times that on default. So, but 9 hours is still not long enough to, or still not short enough to be able to wait in game for that. So you have to kind of log out and go do something else and come back in later that day or the next day. So it still does take some time to get to this point. Of course, if you breed a female, and once she's mature, she's ready to go right away. And we do have maturation turned way up too. So let's do some breeding here. So what I've been using is I've got them hitched to the S Plus hitching post, which is awesome, because then I don't need to build breeding boxes or do that silly whistle thing. They won't move if they're on wander. So let's go ahead and try this one. Let's go ahead and we'll go into her behavior and enable wandering. So now she's ready to mate. And then let's mate her with this guy over here, enable wandering. So now they are currently mating. So we're at 3.8%. So that's pretty good. Getting up there. And then I got to figure out who she's going to go with. Probably the same male. That's basically my best male at this point. And you know, I don't know exactly when this ends. It's like they're getting pretty good already, but it's fun to try to build the penultimate Thyla. These Thylas are so cool already. And getting this in Uber Thyla would just be really fun. So that's what I've been enjoying. I haven't been able to do much else with that. Let's take a peek at where she's at. She's 6.3%, so we still have a little time to go. I've also been having fun breeding sheep, and there's no real reason for it except having more sheep. But I've set myself a little goal, is I like these orange ones. They occur naturally, and the little thing I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get the orange ones with the black horns. And I'm getting fairly close to it. I've gotten this one that's sort of peach, sort of half white and half orange, and it's got the black horns. I would think that will just look good. I've got my sheep herder over here, and it's been just collecting a ton of wool off all these sheep, and I've got a ton up there too. So the ultimate goal of having a ton of wool to make all the fur stuff I ever need from the highest BPs that I can find, that's already accomplished at this point. So, and the rest of this is just fun. And having extra sheep is cool, because then if I do a tame, I can just go ahead and euthanize one of these folks and have a bunch of fresh raw mutton instead of the cooked mutton. So that will actually help with taming a lot too. So let's see. We probably should get those guys going. Let's just make sure I don't lose track of this. So she's gestating now, so we can go ahead and turn this one off. So let's disable wandering, and over here let's go disable wandering, and then we'll unhitch her. I've been having some issue with the babies clipping through the ground sometimes, and you know, frankly, with sheep especially, it's a really bad problem. And I don't know how you'd breed them without being an admin and being able to ghost, because I think pretty much 90% of my lambs have clipped into the ground when they're born. Oh, stop that. I found that this is a pretty good spot for the Thylas right here. Gotta get it just right. Get her butt off the ground, and then when the baby's born, generally doesn't clip in because it's high enough here. And the Thylas are not nearly as bad, like I said, as the sheep. So that's coming. Might as well set a project going over here while that's happening. So let's try breeding this blackhorn one together with the orange ewe over there. So we're going to hitch that one, and then we'll set it to wandering, and this one is already hitched, so we'll set it to wandering, and then we'll have these two mating, hopefully. Yep. That one's gonna attack my target. We'll worry about that later. And this one should be just about good to go. Yeah. So let's get some meat. I could just pull it, but I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Got a whole bunch on the wyvern here, so let's grab that. I'll just grab a bunch of it, and I'll put some over here. Ugh. If I can get up in the trough. And there's some in there already. And let's see, 77%. Nanny has gone to sleep. Wake up! This is the big moment. She still works when she's sleeping, pretty sure. But it's pretty funny. She crouches sometimes. That's the foundation. If I could just get her. Huh, I can't seem to access her. Hello. Alright, I'll wait till... There she is. Oh, it sounds like baby may have been born. You can put meat on her and berries, and she will feed the babies too. And then, hello. Little red thing. You're level 239, so we got the same level. So that was level 239. I actually have lost track of this. I think it's 8. We can change it if I got it right or wrong. Let me see. So the baby, if we look at the ancestry, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crosses. So yeah, it's an F8, and we've got 22 mutations going on here, even though it did not gain a level. But let's give it some food first too, even though it should be getting it from the nanny. And you can see the imprinting's already creeping up. It goes up at the same level as the maturation, so you generally get 100% or 99%. And that would have been a lot to imprint all of these. If they want a walk or a cuddle first, I'll definitely do that. And I try to stay involved in the process and not be totally absentee. But let's take a look at its stats right now before imprint. So relatively high health, and yeah, some of the stats that I showed you before were definitely imprint stats too. So, but this one will definitely match that at least once it's imprinted. So yeah, looking pretty decent, but nothing too amazing yet. So I didn't get too much out of that cross, except another cool Thyla for sure. So let's take this one off of wandering, and let's get it in a good place. I found that this rock is pretty reliable for the babies not clipping through. If I can get them over here. Oop. And the rubber banding. Come on, ARK. Okay. You come on over here. And stay put, you little thing. And put a little bit more food on it, much as it'll take. And then it should be good to go. Okay, so you hang out. Get you back out of the way. And, oh, the sheep. Can't forget about the sheep. We might have lost that one if it happened already, because it'll definitely clip through the ground. No, we haven't. So what I need to do with this one is unhitch it. Oop, I should have done that first. And then I can ride it out of here, maybe. The game will respond. Hello? Uh-oh. And I DC'd. I'll be back and we'll see where we're at. And we're back. And we're back at this point again. ARONBLP, who is the server owner, having an issue that whenever he tries to join, he crashes the server, so it won't let its owner join, and we're trying to troubleshoot that and figure out what's going on. But in the meantime, let's just get back to where we were. Okay, so the wandering is off, and then we'll just make you hold still, and then we'll go back and see what's happening with that sheep. Alright, where you at, lady? Up. And it looked like it happened already. So I probably missed that one. That's a shame. Give me a second and I'll see if I can find it. Alright, I found it. And amazingly, it didn't clip through the ground this time. It's actually over here. So it's a little baby. It is orange. I think it's a female. I can't tell yet. We'll do that later. That's a 177. So let's get some food on you first. And then we'll get back to the other stuff. So let's see. Nanny's got food. Bronto's probably got some food too. So technically, Nanny should be feeding the baby sheep. But I'm not going to take chances with it. I didn't take it off Wander. Apparently. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Okay, baby. Have some food. And then let's take you off of Wander. And then get you... And then get you someplace a little safer. I guess you're fine here. They hide in the clutter. Alright, fine. You can stay there. You're clipped on this sheep. And we'll just let that one mature. And whether or not that gets me to orange wool and black horns... Oh, it is a male. We will find out. In fact, I see some little horns there, and it doesn't look like I got there. Anyway, that's a silly goal I have with these guys. That's what I'm trying to do. It's just fun breeding them and seeing if I can come up with little color combinations and stuff. And who knows? With all this sheep breeding, I might get a sheep mutation at some point. If nothing else, I'm getting to some pretty high-level sheep. This one is up to 211. So I'm going to have a little sheep army. And we're gonna do some damage with them. Yeah, I'll take them against a death worm or something like that. Anyway, so we got this one coming up, and let's try one more Thylacoleos here, and we'll see how that does. And then you guys will just have had a chance to see what I'm doing here. So let's get her over here. She's the queen mama. So far, she's my best. At this point, she will be my mount if I don't get something better. But let's go ahead and hitch her, and we're going to switch her to wandering. And then this one, we're going to get and switch it to wandering. And then they should get the business. So they're at 1.9, 3.9, 4.9%. So I'll bring you back when she's ready to go. Okay, and there it is. Another 239. I seem to be stuck on 239 for some reason. But we'll see. So this one, let's see. Let's cancel that. This one is... How many crosses do you have? I have to look inside. Show ancestors. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We actually have to scroll now. 8. So that's a F8. And did we get anything else cooler here? We've got... Looks like... Nothing significantly new. So we didn't really get an improvement on that one either. So I'm having a hard time getting above this threshold. But I'll keep trying a little bit. See if I'm just capped off here or not. But we got, let me see. So this is another level 239. So we'll name this one a little MP F8 239. Okay. And get that one and get it fed and all set up to go too. I'm gonna take it off of wandering and out here to the safe rock. So yeah, this is what I've been spending a lot of my time doing. I just wanted to show you guys. We'll see. I'll save a little bit of time at the end here to see if I get to something else. But yeah, you guys could see I'm trying to make a really cool Thyla. I already have. So any of these would be great really to use already, and already more than you can be offered by a wild 150. Of course, I'll always keep Stuffed and Fennec because they're the mama and papa. And then I'll keep a breeding pair of whichever ones are producing the ones I end up using. Yeah, if you guys have any insight, people who've had more experience with breeding than I have, then please let me know if there's something else I can do to try to get the levels higher, other than continuing to breed whoever comes out at the highest levels like I've been doing here. Let's see how our little sheep is doing. And it's coming up into the world here. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing that too and see if I can get my black-horned orange-wooled sheep. So we'll try to do one more round of it. This one just gave birth and it clipped through the ground. Normally this is the safe spot for it, but apparently not. So I'm going to have to cheat here. I hate to do it, but I don't know how you can breed sheep without ghosting. See, there it is right there. So let's imprint on it. And it's got the black horns this time, but now it's got back to the peach fur. So we'll name it later. And then I got to get it off of wandering. And then see if I can get it out of here. Usually when they grow a little... Whoop, you can't escape out of there. Generally when they get a little bit bigger, I can get them to follow me out. Oh, you know, and actually the thing to do is to lower the following range. Change this to lowest, and then see if I can lead it out of here. If I'm lucky, it'll walk right out. You coming? Yeah, you are. There it is. And it's out. So yeah, a little cheating there, but the game is cheating by putting them under the ground. So yeah, that is how it is. So I got to get her back in the range of the nanny. The nanny tends to be about to the edge of this wall here. So as soon as I get this one back over in this area, I can show you the nanny's range. Come on, little baby. Come on over. Okay, so you hang there. Sometimes I succeed with them not clipping there. That was the spot for the sheep. And then you can see over here with the nanny that if I do the show range, it gets all the way out to here. So pretty decent range. Definitely covering all this area. You can see that she has woken up again. She's back on the job. So I'm going to breed all my Thyla females, and then we'll see where that gets us, and we will end it with that. So see you soon. Alright, so I did it a couple more times and got the same results, but Kimmy came over here. Hi, Kimmy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. And she brought Lacey, who is a result of some breeding with my guys and some of Rimtuss's. So we're trying it one more time with a little new blood. Oh, and it came out 246, so we definitely got a higher level. It got the red mutation still,
cool.
Which is cool. I would have been happy if it was the colors of yours too.
Yeah.
I'll figure out exactly what its scientific naming is in a little bit here, and eventually they'll get real names. That's just to help me keep track of what's going on here.
And yeah, it's another boy.
Another boy. Come on, boy, get out of the ramp. Oh,
It's so many boys, it's not funny.
It's getting way too crowded over here. Where'd he go?
I'll move Lacey out of the way, down the middle a bit.
There he is. Alright, so let's get him off of Wander. And give him some food. Oh, you got food already. I did that. And let's check out the stats. So, health is the same, stamina is the same, oxygen is the same, food. Looks like it's still the same stats, even though we did get a slightly higher level. But there is some new blood in there at least. We're mixing it up. And let's look at the ancestry. So let me see. This is a result of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 crosses. And theoretically, we have 18 mutations in here. Who knows what they all are? Some of them have to be duplicate. I don't know.
Actually, it looks like he got the color in his ears. The mother's color in his ears, if you look carefully.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is a little lighter there. So cool. So that may be the one we take out on the adventure. We'll see. We'll see if I can stop breeding. I don't have a problem here. I can stop anytime I want. I've got it under control. No, yeah, you helped by bringing me more material.
I can offer you new red socks.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to go somewhere on the map just to have 100 Thylas. I'm gonna face the hard part now, where some of these are gonna have to get culled because I cannot keep all these. I'll give some away, but we won't talk about that in front of them right now.
No.
But anyway,
be very good.
Yeah, this one wants a cuddle. Aww. Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute when they're all over like that. I just want to rub their belly.
Yeah, they could kill you, but they're still cute. So anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap it up with that. Those are the results from today's breeding spree. Just wanted to show you all what I've been doing with my time. I probably will still keep breeding Thylas a little bit and show you what I came up with in the next episode. And still working on my little sheep project too, which doesn't matter nearly as much as the Thyla project. But
but sheep are so cute.
They are cute, and they'll be even cuter if I can get the black horns on the orange wool. Which is
you got a close one here. I mean,
I'm getting close. I'm getting close, but they go peach. Or we got some new babies here too that came in this episode, and this one and this one were born on camera today. This one sank through the ground. Had to ghost it out. But yeah. Anyway, folks, won't go on any longer with that. Thank you, Kimmy, for bringing Lacey over.
You're welcome. And
with that, folks, I will thank you for watching until the end of this episode. I will catch you up in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.